Hello, I'm Clack.
And I'm Clack.
We're the Tappet Brothers. Welcome to this week's episode of Parking Lot Talk. Before we get to our first caller, let's answer last week's puzzler. You remember it, right?
No clue what it was.
You never remember. Okay, it was how many Calvinists does it take to change a light bulb?
Oh, now I remember. And what was the answer?
The answer was none. Calvinists don't change anything. Now it's time for our first caller. Hello?
Hi, this is Kathy from Bridgewater, New Jersey.
I bet that's Kathy with a K, right?
Why, yes it is.
So, Kathy with a K from Bridgewater, New Jersey, what's your question?
Well, my kids go to a preschool at a church nearby, the North Branch Reformed Church, and the church is looking to do more paving work for the parking lot. Don't get me wrong, I love the place, but the parking lot already looks good. They say more money is needed to improve an already pretty nice parking lot, and I wanted to find out if that's really the case.
Yeah, I've heard about that church. They're the church that serves. I know that parking lot, too.
And I've heard about that parking lot as well. Before it was paved a couple of years back, it was famous for its treachery. I understand that families had to rope themselves together when walking into the church after a good rain, just in case one of them fell into a pothole.
Oh yes, it is much better. I remember that in the winter with my kids, we used to feel like the Three Stooges walking on a tightrope between the ice craters.
I understand they paved the parking lot with a coarse aggregate asphalt a couple years back, with a plan for final paving just 2 years later. I guess it's been 2 years, those 2 years are now over.
Yes, you know that I know my asphalt. And an additional coating of finer aggregate will help that lot last another 20 plus years. Leaving it as is will mean a crater field again in just another 2 or 3 years.
Okay, that makes sense. So my family will probably help with the fundraiser.
Fundraiser?
Yes, they're calling it required maintenance on the church's welcome mat. They're asking folks to consider covering the cost of individual parking spaces for $600 per space to raise $60,000 for the second asphalt layer.
That's a good price for a 100-plus space parking lot, and I like the idea of calling the parking lot the church's welcome mat.
Okay, guys, thanks for the information. I got what I needed from this call.
Well,
Goodbye, Kathy with a K.
Well, you've wasted a perfectly good 3 minutes listening to Parking Lot Talk. Now you can get on with your regularly scheduled life. But remember, don't park like my brother.
Don't park like my brother.
Parking Lot Talk's Department of Shameless Commerce asks you to consider filling out a Welcome Mat fundraiser card by May 1st. Thank you. So long.